What's up, y'all? It's Lace God, and if you ain't know already, me and Na is presenting the Hitmakers this Friday, February 23rd. You gotta pull up. It's gonna be at Free Space, 7894 Washington Boulevard in Elkridge, Maryland. You gotta pull up. It's gonna be a vibe.
Back in here to make it clear, it's your host Rob Blow. Bring y'all another episode of Am I By Myself? Y'all see I'm not. I'm gonna let the people, you know what I'm saying, go around, introduce themselves, do it a little different this time.
It's your boy Coach D back in the building. Yes, sir. How y'all doing out there? Another episode of Am I By Myself? We got
Ladies
some beautiful
first,
guests
bruh.
ahead today. We got some beautiful guests ahead today.
Supposed to be ladies first.
Right. I was ready to go.
What's up, y'all?
Hi, y'all. It's Lace God, Double D or whatever.
Don't forget the fire emoji.
What's good, Corinne? How you?
Oh, my bad. My name's Corinne Eve. Y'all can find me on IG at I am Corinne Eve with 2 E's.
That's a bet. All right, so we're going to get into this episode. Am I By Myself? That's where we bring up some different topics. Basically ask the question, have that conversation, see if anybody else agree with you, right? And so I started off. I said, because, ladies first on the introduction, but y'all don't want to go first on this one. I got you. So with this jump, I'm going to say this. I feel like TV been dying off for a good minute. I feel like a lot of people not even having their cable subscriptions and all that shit. A lot of people just be watching YouTube, just be watching their apps, whether they want to be off their Netflix, Hulu, shit, whatever. I feel like YouTube becoming the new TV, podcasts really becoming the new TV shows. But the problem is YouTube not paying out like they supposed to. So motherfuckers got to go all around the world, get all these sponsors and shit just to really be able to do their thing. So my question is this, or this is my statement for real. YouTube should come up with a real cable service where they not streaming through everybody else shit. Come together and make a real market where motherfuckers can make money off of this shit. Because it really is popping off like that. Or am I by myself?
Well, let me. What you mean by YouTube don't have that? All right. So, for instance, I was watching the All-Star game on YouTube TV. So I feel as though they already came in that lane. They got ABC, they got TNT, TBS, they got the live, TV. So I'm trying.
So this more so my lane with it. It's like, so they got the YouTube TV where they bought all the rights for all of these different channels, right? But this is my lane with it. What about a YouTube TV that actually got shit from YouTube on it? You following me? Like to actually put people in the slots, because the way that people go, okay, so they gotta buy ABC, TBS rights and all that shit, right? But the way that TBS and ABC, all that shit get money, they still running ads, which is still commercials through their shit. And that's how they getting their revenue still. So I'm saying, like, if you was to set up the top 10, top 20 podcasts on a separate YouTube TV jump, would it not go crazy?
So basically, he's saying like allowing YouTube to be Tubi is what I'm getting out of it. Like allowing it to have like giving more access and becoming its own like app channel, its own like Netflix intertwined with the concept already.
Basically, yeah.
I feel like that would be genius, and I feel like that will give more opportunity for people to get more credit for their shit, because like, have you ever heard of like Patreon?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have to like go to Patreon because certain things with YouTube is like you can't have like other people music, or you can't have like mainstream music playing, or it's still like limits. I feel like it would allow like the people on like with their own channel for it to actually be like a channel and allow them to have like their own restrictions and their own like way of how they want things to go. I feel like it will bring more access for the person to be like their own entrepreneur in the concept of it, and more money.
I can understand. I totally get what you're saying, but look, thinking of the business aspect, that's gonna be digging into YouTube pockets even more. They not trying to have that.
And I'm just thinking on the aspect, I kind of agree with you. I just think on the aspect of if YouTube decides to go, I say if they use, say if that young entrepreneur use Nicki Minaj song, but that video is just like a disgrace to her song. You know what I'm saying? Like they got the right to use her song. It's like I don't know about that.
But like if we're going off the fact of like song is a songs are messages, right? So if I have this topic and I'm using an artist song because it goes along with my message or it goes along with the concept of where I'm trying to go, I feel like what's wrong with that? Like me being an artist and you having a podcast and you probably doing something for sports and you use my one of my bars and my shit KD Ball. That's gonna make me like, you know what I'm saying? Like it just brings more advertisement on both ends. If you have your shit right on your the back end.
I feel like it could be a lot of pros and cons to both, because what if the other person that is using your shit to is using it in a way that's demoting to your character or your who you are as an artist, or the message that you're portraying. So will YouTube also have the right to take it down, or will you as an artist, the original owner of whatever it is, have the right to, say you don't want this attached to my music?
Okay, so y'all bring up good points right there. I feel like it's definitely gonna have to be conversations about restrictions on certain people's music, just cause all the copyright shit it go way deeper than YouTube. Like that shit go through
Right.
record labels and
Yeah, so
white
that was
people with
yeah.
suits on and shit. And that's the type of conversations we having right here, right? But I feel like nobody everybody see what's happening to cable, but nobody brave enough to really do what cable did, right? Like what cable did is they brought a bunch of different networks together. They bought the real rights to their shit. They got the streaming it. They're like, okay, yeah, you can play your shit on this at this time type shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't really feel like YouTube, in a sense, really stepped out and really tried to take that shit back for they just letting it rock. Like, oh yeah, we here, we competing type shit.
So on that note, let me ask you a question. So when I'm trying to figure out where you're going with this. So are you saying like say for Gills Arena, they got Gills Arena coming on YouTube at 3 p.m. and then at 4 p.m. they got Joe Budden podcast coming on. Then at 5 p.m. they got Cameron and Mace joint coming on like that format of that way.
Yeah. I feel like that would be fire right there because it just streamlined everything. And that's another thing cable did where it's like you got everything on the channel where you don't even gotta move.
You
Everything
know,
just keep coming on back to back to back to back to back type shit.
And
okay,
you
okay.
basically saying that the way YouTube will select whose stuff is getting viewed by how many views and how much attention they already getting on a consistent basis prior to that.
Yeah, that's gonna have to be the basis of it. Of course, it's gonna be other avenues and other numbers that come into it, but it's gonna have to be the basis of it.
But see now,
So
okay,
then
I see. Go ahead, Corinne.
I was going to say, so then my question is, so if the podcast or the video is already doing the content creator is already doing numbers and they're the one that's getting selected to be on the TV, where is it room for other people or upcoming podcasts to be displayed at? because that's
Yeah.
the two avenues they already getting views on regular YouTube, and now you publicizing them more on TV.
Yeah, I was gonna to go off of that. I was gonna say the same thing. I feel like it takes away from the concept of YouTube, like the what makes YouTube stand out, because YouTube gives people opportunities. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the concept of having it more of cableized is very like smart, but then I feel like it starts to take away from the people's choice and also like the growth of people that don't have the connections as like Cam Newton or the Shay Shay Club, you know what I'm saying? It takes away from like others people's like development or recognition.
I would say YouTube could host like seminars and trainings that could educate people as to how to promote and market their stuff more, which
But
would
who want to
then
go to school?
provide
Somebody want to go to school, bro.
anybody
So
that want to learn and learn more about their craft.
Before you dive more into it, Rob, before you dive more into it, I just like to say real quick, if YouTube would have took YouTube TV and would have did that same message that you getting off, I could see that. Cause for us, for instance, right, facts and stats, put us in this situation, right? We want to get on cable. So if YouTube had a channel where those like as a DC local, you know what I'm saying, on there, and we got a time slot where, we still out here trying to make it. So they probably put us on the back end of a time slot like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. But hey, we got a time slot, right? We
Right.
we we getting there with the cable aspect of it. So I see where you coming from, but I do have to agree with them. And the aspect of YouTube really create their own lane. Whereas though I could go see Gil Arena and then I could pause it halfway, and then I could go watch a basketball highlight game and then go back to it. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different font way of things when it's come to watching on YouTube.
now for real, I definitely respect what y'all saying, and that's the point of the concept of the show, to say something is like, am I really by myself with this shit, right? But what I'm thinking about is, and shout out to my mother and her company Beam, this is where I got the whole idea from, for real, because I feel like okay, so as facts and stats, right? We might not be on that first 10, that first 20 list when YouTube TV get to stacking up their numbers. But I do feel like for me, it would be inspirational to try to get in that realm, you know what I'm saying? Because you telling me that at this point YouTube shows it on the same level as TV shows. You see what I'm saying? Like you telling me that okay, so you telling me so you can really stack up all these shows back to back, watch these jumps like they TV. I'm a believe that it's even more avenues for me to get my shit off, for real, for real. Do that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. But then I feel like that's where it comes to like YouTube is more of like uh independent entrepreneur type of wave, because but it's just that like people that got money and got the clout already kind of took over, whereas though there are more popular stuff, but I feel like it's because I feel like it's gonna take away from the craftiness, damn, of YouTube. I feel like it's gonna take away of the streaming concept because I don't know. I just feel like with the advancement of like time, that like it only makes sense that YouTube is the way that it is and that it didn't go to cable, because it just takes away from like the creativeness, like the independence, like being able to say what you can't say on cable. You feel me? That monitoring. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it just takes away from the rawness of it all. Whereas though, yeah. Anybody?
Nah, that makes sense. That make 100% sense. I hear y'all. Who going next?
I can go. I can go next.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So we know that there's a lot of like female beef, right? Like with like Nikki and Megan and Ice Spice and Lotto. Am I by myself that all of this is kind of just like all of it is weak if there's no bars involved.
Yes, all of it is weak and shallow as fuck. Anyway, in my opinion.
But why do you so what is the requirements for, because I feel like okay, with like battling or like tension between artists, like what are the qualifications for the diss to be valid? Does that make sense?
All
Well,
right, going to this whole Nicki and Megan beef, I feel like the way Nicki responded is how an artist should have, but the quality of what she put out was not there. I feel like had she taken a little bit more time instead of just reacting and responding, had she taken a little bit more time to put out something good, she would have won that hands down. But she was trying to respond so quickly and just do something so quick instead of perfecting her craft, if that makes sense.
Which I think.
well, first I can't even see it as a beef because I ain't even heard no diss track. They threw out some diss tracks yet,
Megan dissed her with like a bar, and then Nicki came back with a trash ass song.
It wasn't trash.
but was
It
it a
had
diss
some bars
song
up
though?
in there,
Was it a
but compared to what Nicki is known for, that shit was trash.
but was it a diss track though? Was the whole
Yeah.
track a diss track
Yes,
towards
Yeah, it
yes.
was.
the other person? Okay,
Megan dissed her in a bar, and then Nicki came back with a whole song.
and they came back with a whole song and the
So is
Lotto
it
and
valid or is it not valid?
no, I'm just trying to get at the whole aspect. So the Lotto and Ice Spice situation. Lotto went to Ice Spice Hood and all that, right?
I'm
For the
basing it off
video
the
shoot,
song. So like Ice Spice had a song like "You Think You the Shit, You're Not Even the Fart."
and she talking to Lotto.
Yeah.
That's all I
Well,
need to
well,
hear from the song to know it's not good.
and that's what I'm looking at. Like the standard of this beef. Like what we came off of fucking Tupac and Biggie. That's what the fucking standard at. Everybody else beyond that, like I was about to bring up Drake and fucking Meek Mill. Like that wasn't even no fucking beef. Look at that shit now.
They
Like
cousins.
I just think they be just trolling for real, getting more views. I don't, I think it's just part of the game for real. If you ask me,
You think it's a part of the game? So you're basically saying that bars don't matter no more.
is people looking at it? Is they getting views off of it?
Yeah.
Them bars don't matter.
Why are you dying?
Nigga, like it don't matter.
And
Nah.
but we knew this though. We knew this for a while now, and that bars ain't matter. As you can see, the people in the game, right? And we had a conversation about this. So it's like she took a shot to get views, which ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? I'd take a shot at Stephen A if I could. You know, so
I'm dead.
Shannon Sharp and all of them. So I don't blame them from doing them shots, but you already got your name out there. You already buzzing. So I don't really see it as a beef. I see it as, just trolling for real.
Trolls.
Yeah, nah, I mean, I don't really pay too much attention to it for real, for real. I mean, that's the thing. Like when y'all told D, he was like, "Oh, they put that shit out. They put that." I feel like the Jones not really getting traction because they ain't really talking about shit probably in the Jones. Like the ones that all my favorite diss tracks that I ever heard about. What? First off, Remy had the best diss track, female diss track I ever heard for probably top five all time. We did that list, matter of fact. Uh Drake with the back to back jump. Like it's real classic lines that I real live remember. So if the shit not really hitting on nothing, I ain't really gonna catch on to it for
So bars matter.
Bars
hell yeah.
matter.
And the situation matters.
True.
Yeah, like I don't like how Nicki was talking about Megan dead parents. Like I
She
think that's
said,
fucked up.
he said, lying on your dead mama. Lying on your dead mama. He said,
Like I just it's lines that should be crossed and lines
but
that
is
shouldn't be
it
crossed. But that's like human.
when it comes to battle rapping though, and like this, there's no lines. You can say whatever you want. Now, when it comes to mainstream dissing, okay, she was wrong. But to me, when you're dissing somebody, there's no cut. Like you saying whatever info you got, you saying it.
Yeah, I get that. But it's like you gonna talk about my damn mama though.
Niggas thought it was alright for Gucci.
I mean, to each his own.
I feel like, yeah, the type of music you make too lend itself to it too, because it's like we expect Gucci to go to that length. Like the type of
Mhm.
shit that Megan and Nicki rap about, I wouldn't really expect Nicki to have to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
And that's
I
why
expected his bar.
But then I feel like they'll then so that means that there's a different type of rapper. Because if I'm thinking about a rapper, you should be able to have that skill to be able to do that. You get what I'm saying? So if we really talking about if you rap, if you a real rapper, that's where rapping for me originated when you in a cipher going against people and you battling, showing what you got. So I don't know. Like I feel like what's really a rapper nowadays? Are you just a songwriter that just know how to write something or sound good on the mic, or are you a rapper?
I feel like they should just have a battle rap. They need to meet up in person, sell tickets,
Let's go.
and go toe to toe.
Let's
What's
go.
up? Like
But
that's it. Y'all can do hits, bringing out y'all best hits, and then freestyling. Come on, what's up? That's my vote.
I'm with that shit. I'm with that shit. These stars be too scared to get embarrassed though. Cause I don't know if y'all real loud watch battle rap. 3 minutes to end your whole career out this motherfucker.
Wow. If you can't take the heat, get the fuck up out the kitchen.
They ain't
Fuck.
in the kitchen to start off with.
Well, then
Yeah,
that's
in
the
the living
problem.
room.
See it? I see it. What you think?
What Nicki Minaj, Meg Thee Stallion, Lotto, and Ice Spice, they saying all this good shit, but right once after that motherfucking mic cut off, they hand them up, or they seeing each other behind closed doors, like everything all buddy and buddy. So I just feel as though it's just part of the game. You get your shit off when the cameras is on, and then when the cameras go off, you sweet again. I don't. I mean, it's just a part of the game. Back to what I was saying.
It's part of the show.
I can
But
get
it's
that.
like, what are we gonna? What are we gonna keep allowing? We need to stop listening to the shit then.
That's what I was about to get at. Like it's the crowd that they're feeding and the crowd living in it and through it, and that shit is dumb. That shit is stupid.
Yeah, living on some way somehow. D, it's on you, bruh. What you got?
It's on mute.
Appreciate it. So Cola Ray came out and said, "I don't understand how our generation don't know how to cook. I don't want to. I don't wait. I don't want what you cooking in the air fryer. Pull out the good old pan, turn on the 2000 R&B, and let's She said let's busy people, but that job like trash. So let's just crank out, right? Am I by myself for feeling like this generation don't know how to cook, man? We doing
Mm,
air
I
fryers.
agree.
We doing
I
damn.
air
agree.
frying shit. We throwing shit in the microwave. We going out to eat. Ain't nobody really sitting down, taking time out their day to learn how to make some motherfucking stuffed strawberry French toast. You know what I'm saying? Some stuffed salmon cake.
God
Y'all
damn.
know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm
This
saying?
nigga want a 5-star
Yo
chef.
Hey,
said
I be doing it.
strawberry
I be taking the
crystals.
time out to, whipping up them meals sometimes. Sometimes. Sometimes.
He said
Heavy on the
sometimes.
sometimes.
No, I would agree
Sometimes.
though. I feel like the way that this generation growing up, it's too fast paced. Nobody, like you said, nobody taking the time to really do that anymore.
'Cause I
That's
was
because they
thinking
all worry
like,
about the wrong shit.
Now, I will say, okay, for a hardworking 9 to 5 woman that knows how to, I know how to do something up in there. You don't, it's like sometimes it's easier to just go and grab something to eat. I'm really like, I'm a drive through type of chick. I would choose a drive through than walking in anywhere. So, like, I can understand the quickness of it all because kind of like you said, Corinne, the quickness, but like when sometimes it's like cooking is another job, especially if you just work in the morning and then you gotta
Right.
be in that kitchen, you gotta prep, you gotta clean, you gotta put the shit in the oven. Oh man.
You gotta keep your phone up straight.
But you know, it's steps. And sometimes it can be like exhausting in a sense or tiring. Or it's like, you know what? I actually like it could be like, you know what? I actually might just throw that thing up in the air fryer today.
I can understand that, and I will also say that that could also come from the lack of stability at home growing up too. Because if you got a single mother and it ain't no man in the house, you not really being taught how to cater to the relationship. And a lot of times the men do want that home cooked meal, but they don't really even understand how much work it really do take from our end to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So unless you gonna help in the motherfucking kitchen, I don't want to hear it.
All right, so hold on, hold on. First off, I'm glad y'all made that distinction because it is two different things. Like for you yourself, like me, I could say for me, I'm not gonna be in no kitchen all day. Eat cooking for myself or cooking for nobody. That's too much goddamn work. I ain't no marinating ass nigga. I ain't no, you know what I'm saying, overnight seasoning ass nigga. So I'm gonna put that same pressure on myself. But I am gonna say, if I'm gonna be with somebody, I do expect her to get a little busy in the kitchen. I don't know if it got to be a 5-course meal, but
And I hate the
I
fact
ain't
that you
trying
use
to.
the word expect.
You say what?
I said I hate the fact that you use the word expect. That's what you expecting.
Right. I should have
Right.
expectations, right? Do you got them?
I mean, yeah, of course, but it's like I don't know. I think I just have a more masculine side to me, and ain't no nigga expecting shit unless you putting everything on
It's
the
the
motherfucking
word. It's
table.
not even what I said before or after. It's the
No,
word
it's that
expect.
word.
I got you. I got you.
So
But
so then that means though, like if we're saying like expectations, wait, Dee, was you wanted to say something? Oh no, you asked the question. I'm keep going. So if we talking about like if we talking about like expectations, right? So now with expectations with like relations, especially if we're talking about like cooking. And if your female is that type of female that it's like it's a little draining, then I feel like expectations also is like what does the other person require as well? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is the other person going to make them comfortable or want to even keep up with your expectation? Because sometimes it can be draining. Like, I feel like it should be like a half and half type of thing, a understanding. Or it's like, you going to help with the kitchen just a little bit while I'm cooking? Or is it like, okay, I'm not going to cook on these days because you feel me? I am tired. So maybe I can cook every other night. You feel me? Like some type of like ultimatum. That's the word. Was it? Is it the word?
No, I would say it would be more like a compromise,
That's
a
the
give or
word.
take.
all right, so I think I wasn't uh actually clear on my
We took
question
this shit
here.
a whole other
So
way.
yeah, yeah, they got on you, Rob, and we started taking it a whole nother way. So when she said this, right? Let's look at the quote. Pull out the old pants, turn on the 2000 R&B. So I'm expecting both parties is in this together, cooking this meal together, right? So when
Okay.
you say it could be exhausting and well, sometimes let me throw out sometimes first. You said sometimes it could be exhausting and tiring, but also it could be healthy. It could be therapeutic. Like it could also help your relationship with your better half. You'll find out things that you don't know about that person. If they could even cut, if they even been, if they use a knife before or something, because you be surprised. You be
Okay.
surprised. So it just be like shit like that where you can find more things out about a person other than just sitting on the bed, be like, well, I don't feel like cook. You want to just throw something in the air fryer? Oh, I don't feel like cook. You just want to get some DoorDash. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no real life connection there. It just get some food. Whereas though you could chop some onions up, beat down some meat, you know what I'm saying? Get that shit ready, have a little fun, kick on some music, enjoy yourself. Everybody want to sit down and watch a movie all the time. Do some little curricular activities. That's all I'm saying.
Right, right, right. But if I put the chicken tenders in the air fry versus putting the chicken tenders in that hot ass grease,
Ho
like you know
ho
what I'm
ho
saying?
ho 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 ho. See. It's a step. We was talking about it. You got motherfucking what you gotta do. You gotta defrost the chicken first. Then after you defrost, you gotta season that thing up, right? Put it in the flour. You know what I'm saying? Some people might put some mustard on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Are
Then you
you
throw it in the
hungry?
deep fry. It's steps to it. So
Like a motherfucker.
nah. I'm just
No,
saying.
it's
It's
like when I'm in that mode, I'm in that mode. So it's like when you're in that mode to cook, sometimes you don't want no extra help, or you might just want the company of the person. But then sometimes helping does make it easier to make like the process go by. But back on the air fryer thing, I just
We
feel
top of that.
like sometimes the air fryer can get results that other things cannot get the best results. So I might use the air. I'm gonna like the air fryer might gotta get used, but I don't use it
not
as
just going
often.
on I'm going on all people. I'm going on the niggas too. Like
No, yeah,
the nigga that's single in the house and they just keep throwing shit in the air fryer and all that. Get your ass off the game. And yeah, man, I can understand you working on something, busy or shit. You know what I'm saying? But learn a little technique so when you do have that better half, you don't be newborn when you step in the kitchen.
Do
all right.
boy,
So
we
what?
step in the, I will say this though.
You born?
It it'll help if you got one person that like to do it and one person that don't really care. Cause I feel like if you got it's the same. You can't have too many cooks in the kitchen. Motherfuckers get to arguing in there. Oh, it should be this amount of seasoning. Oh, you should let it marinate this long, this drop of oil. You know what I'm saying? Little shit like that. Like if you could teach your partner something, I feel like it's always easier that way.
Right. Because I'm quick to say, can you get out, please?
But why though?
Huh?
What he gotta get out for?
Because sometimes it's just like that. I guess that's like the nurturing in like because I'm that's like just the nurturing in me. Like I rather I don't know. It's just the woman in me that is like I feel like that's my territory. The kitchen is mine. If I want you in here, come in here, please. Or if you're gonna give me a little good loving while I'm in here making something, okay. But like, don't be in here trying to like chop up the cabbage. You know what I'm saying? Season the fries. Like, don't come up here trying to do
I
that.
feel that. That's like if we try and put together the bed frame, you know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, let us be in the corner. We don't need you like, oh, can I put this little screw in the side real quick? Can I hit the hammer real quick? It's like,
Right.
nah, like, do your thing, let me do mine.
I hear y'all, but everybody needs some help every once in a while. I don't care what y'all talk about.
All right, can you get
Come
that?
on,
Can you
help
get
me.
that pot from out underneath the cabinet?
and boil the water. Put
There
three
you go.
cups of water in, and turn on the oven. Throw a little bit of salt in the water. Yeah, yeah. Like it's
Okay.
teamwork. It's
Okay.
teamwork. Like I mean,
It make the dream work.
damn man. I don't want to say it, but you getting used to being by yourself. Like
You
I mean,
know,
at the
you
end
just
of the day,
said something.
By
are we trying to
myself.
get? I mean, at the end of the day, everybody their own person. So it's whatever you trying to do at the end of the day. But are you a person who's trying to get married at the end of the day? I mean, at the end of your life, or you a person who want to stay single at the end of your life? You know what I'm saying? It's just things you have to switch up. You have to get used
Okay.
to.
Okay. Okay. So you said it like that. Okay. So like I am a person that lives by myself. You feel me? I've lived by myself for a long time. So that could be the quality of me living by myself, whereas though that's why I have that in me. You feel me? To want to just like, I got it. I got it. No, I can
Hmm.
take the trash out. No matter of fact, like, oh, I can clean this. But yeah, but now my husband, that's a different damn story.
So you expecting that stuff out of your husband though to do
Yes.
to okay. So
Because
yeah,
it's a
ain't nothing
unity at
wrong
the end
with.
of the day.
Hey,
We're one.
Lace, don't be expecting me to do nothing. Don't. I don't like that word.
You don't like expectation?
Don't be expecting us to do nothing.
I'm
Corinne, you
dead.
back?
Lacey, don't
God.
pay him no mind.
Right.
What's good, Corinne? You got one for us? Unlock your phone. You to the
Oh
side, but it's
shit.
still.
Yeah. All right.
What's yours?
Mine's is, am I by myself, or does weed have more of a negative impact on your life than what you really realize?
Ooh, girl, that was good. Got some potheads on this camera, boy.
I know, and I'm one. And I'm
Ooh,
one.
damn.
Y'all got to answer that first. What do y'all got to answer first?
You want me to
Do
say
it
it
have
again?
more
Say
of
it
a
again, Corray.
negative effect?
Okay. Am I by myself, or does weed have more of a negative impact on our lives than what we realize, or what people will admit to?
That's the question. That's the question. Go ahead, B.
No, no, you go ahead. You go ahead. You go ahead. You go ahead. You go ahead.
Yeah, nah, cause yeah, it do. I mean, all right, so we all try to prop weed up, you know what I'm saying? It's perfect and all that shit. Like, yeah, it's a plant. That's the first thing everybody motherfucking learn. It's a plant, it ain't a drug, right? But I mean, weed is just like anything for real. For weed could be, I don't know, chicken tenders. Weed could be
No, it's not.
Are you saying
anything.
putting weed inside of food?
Oh no. I'm saying like as an
What?
example, like if you eat too many chicken tenders, it's gonna have a negative effect. Just like if you smoke too much weed, it can have a negative effect too.
I think you should.
So
That was...
I mean,
so
Hold on.
you
Not
so
probably
chicken
could throw some
tenders.
shit in there.
I be having this conversation all the time, right? I ain't gonna hold you. And the first thing you look at when you have this conversation is people that say, I'm about to stop smoking. Why are you about to stop smoking? Oh, I'm about to get a job. Oh, I gotta get my money straight. It always gotta do with financial, right? Something that you trying to improve your life, right? Now, what I tell people when I have this conversation, if you are a weed smoker, you have to realize, you just have to realize that shit. If do you enjoy smoking more than having that little money in your pocket, right? Like that's the realization that you're gonna have to come down to. And for me, yeah, because it helped me out in a lot of situations. Like my anxiety is crazy, so I damn near smoke. Y'all see me, I'm smoking right now. I
Right
just
now.
rolled up one, so
Can I
yeah,
say something?
it helps me
After
a
you done
lot.
already smoked one.
Yeah,
She don't even know
and
you. She don't even know you.
Clocking
She don't
and I'm
in
a
the
even know
smoke
you.
feds.
and I'm gonna smoke one after we get off of here
And,
because I need to
and I
calm down
believe
my anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if people be peeping like the podcast and all that, but it be sometimes we be on Instagram live, and I be smoking still, and my shit be going up to here. You know what I'm saying? That's me all the time. So it's like I smoked it, just to be relaxed. I got road rage. You know what I'm saying? Like, so nigga, I smoke 24/7 because everything fucking get on my nerves on this fucking world. So that's what it basically come down to. But it is what it is. I enjoy life. But
So it's giving y'all gave weed smoker excuses. You compared it to chicken tenders. You said how I get road
Oh,
rage. Y'all
y'all
didn't smoke
mad at my
guns.
chicken tenders? That's crazy.
you said
But
excuses?
in all reality, like our body isn't supposed to smoke weed. So it's not the fact of us not taking weed because weed is a herb. Herbs are supposed to heal our body. So it's the way that we're intaking weed. Our body isn't a chimney.
Ho
Our
ho.
body isn't something is our body isn't something that is supposed to inhale and exhale smoke. That's not what our lungs is technically for. So I feel like the way that we use weed, I feel like we abuse it because and the overall addiction is smoking. That's what you're technically addicted to. Is you know what I'm saying? More that is the negative concept than the actual weed because weed does have a lot of healing aspects for the reasons why both of y'all use them. You use it because you say about your anxiety, and Rob use it for any other reasons that can
I
benefit
use it
him.
to eat more chicken tenders.
he used it because he's hungry.
But yeah, so I feel like the negative aspects is how we're using weed is, but granted, I know for sure, like I like to smoke, and I'm not smoking a cigarette because that's dirty. So I'm
On
gonna
that
smoke a blunt because it also tastes better for me. Like I'd rather taste weed than taste a black or a cigarette. You know what I'm saying?
On the aspect of you said our bodies not meant for weed, which I do agree with you with
No,
the
I didn't
smoking
say that. I
part.
didn't say that. I
Well,
didn't
no,
say that. I
you
didn't
said
say that.
smoking it. You said
Yeah.
smoking it, right?
Yes.
So I agree with you on that part, but also we have to look at your genes. So yeah, I can't get the word right now, but like I don't want to
Genetics.
say this,
genetics.
yeah, your genetics, but I don't want to say this, but I have to say it right now just to just to clarify my case. I am a product of a crack baby, right? My mother was on crack, still is on crack, right? I never went to those heights. I always stayed on weed. But ever since I started smoking weed, it felt like it was just natural in my body. Like, how some people are, oh, that's just too much for me. Or I'm just too high. Like, I don't get those effects like other people get those effects. It's just, oh, I feel like I feel like, I feel like I'm comfortable with myself. It's like when I'm sober, it's like I'm like I was saying, I'm tired of the world. I don't want nobody to talk to me. All that, this, that, and the third. I smoke. I'm more comfortable. I can relate to people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It just make me feel more. I'm in my body. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, and I will say weed does different things for different people. And I would say for me, I grew up with a father that only smoked weed and got drunk and was abusing us, but my mother didn't drink or smoke. But she didn't drink or smoke because her father was on drugs real bad, drinking real bad, and abusing them in the household. So when my mother's raising us, she's raising us like, oh, if you smoke weed, you a crackhead. So it's like, but she don't understand how weed allows me to calm my nerves so that I don't break somebody's neck into 10,000 pieces. So it's like, but then I also had to realize that we did take a negative toll on me depending on the time of the day that I'm smoking. If I wake up and I smoke, I'm going to be lazy throughout the rest of my day because it slows me down. Even though sometimes I might need weed to calm me down, but it takes away from my productivity or my productiveness. Rather than sometimes I might need weed to fall asleep because I'm a light sleeper and I can't sleep all through the night, or the window will be cracked and I hear blind smack up against each other and I'm waking up like somebody trying to break into the house or something. So it's like, but then it's also sometimes I don't like to smoke before I go to sleep because it prevents me from dreaming. So it's like, it's a, yeah.
That was
So what's
deep
your
right there.
She don't want gave the question. So what's your answer?
I don't know. I don't have no answer. I just wanted to know what y'all thought.
But
But
no,
okay, yes,
I guess
weed does have more of a negative impact than what people would take would say it does, because they're so used to doing it and it's so regular to them. They don't really see or pay attention to some of the negative effects that it could take, rather it's mentally, emotionally, or financially.
and that's the part I agree with at the end. That's
More
my
so than
answer.
because I
Like
do
if
feel
you
like the
don't,
negative part of weed is when you feel like you need it. You know what I'm saying? When you feel like, okay, I can't get past X, Y, and Z if I don't smoke. That's when I feel like we have a negative effect on you, type shit.
no, for real. And I agree with you on that. It just be moments of the day while, I don't need weed, but once
Better.
once some shit happen, yeah. All right, man, I need to roll up. Motherfucker got on my nerves.
They got
You
on my
know what I'm
nerves.
saying? But if I'm having a good day, shit going smooth, I'm in a good vibe. But that's
No, this is
hard to do.
fun. We smoking because I'm having a good time.
That's hard to do.
And
I much
I would,
rather smoke because I want to than smoke because I need to. That's how it is, basically.
no, definitely. And it do be more of like, yeah, I would, going off of like, it is a therapeutic, just like, I just need to hit a blunt, cause sometimes I might smoke too much and my mind be fried, but I still want to smoke because it's the concept of like soothing myself. You know what I'm saying? Instead of actually like being high. But then that's just for me. It's more of the concept of just like smoking and yeah, that inhale exhale type shit. Yeah. It's more of that for me than it is just even the result of what we does.
Even with rolling up too, because it's like you could play some shit on your phone and watch it, but you gotta have two hands to roll it. You gotta put your phone down, like literally some other shit that we usually don't do during the day. You gotta put your phone down and get into all of that shit. We ain't
Yeah.
go on all day.
Yeah, indeed, you should really understand because it takes you 45 hours to roll a blunt.
Yeah, because I smoke so much, I'm already high. So the I hear you on the inhale exhale. If you want to do that, you might as well smoke hookah. I'm doing it for
No,
the medical side of it.
Oh
that's
hell
Yeah,
no!
yeah,
tobacco.
I'm doing it for the medical side. I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm doing it to like you said, you went to calm, you know what I'm saying? Man, getting yourself together. But then you went to exhale, inhale, exhale, No, we ain't doing it for that. Do you do
Yeah,
edibles?
that's what
Do
I'm
you,
doing it for
do you
sometimes,
do
bro.
edibles?
No, that's what I'm saying. I
Nah,
like to smoke. I like the
that's the
concept of
concept of it.
rolling my blunt, getting the weed, breaking it down, rolling in the. I'm a leaf girl, rolling it up in the leaf, and smoking my leaf and smoking and sipping some wine, and it just ironically I get fried.
I ain't never go. Go ahead, E. What you say?
I said I got another question since we still on the weed topic. I might be throwing a shot at somebody, but I don't know. Am I by myself, or is smoking a butt naked trifling?
Why would you throw shade at me? You
Ah,
don't even know
you
these
talking
niggas.
about the Leaf Girl? It's only
It's
one Leaf
right.
Girl on here.
I don't
I
care
don't know
about
butt
that.
niggas.
Ho, you rolling up in leaves
Me?
I'm
Yes.
right here?
Both of them rolling leaves.
I'm
Both of
I,
y'all rolling leaves.
yes,
yes.
sir.
Who
They
put
stuck in
funnel in leaves?
2010. My fault, D-Lo.
No, but when it's time to smoke a paper, for sure she's going to be naked, shorty. She's going to be naked.
You don't put funnel in a leaf. The leaf is what it is. Only time you add funnel to something in a sheet. I'm saying
Okay.
if you smoking a sheet and you don't put no funnel in it, you're dirty.
Well,
That's
I'm
Yeah.
dirty.
You gotta put, come on, Lace. Put
What?
something, put a little sprinkle in that motherfucker.
He would say that. He would say that.
Come
But
on, man. What
listen,
we doing?
cause he's spanking J's over there.
And
He's
you
spanking
barely
J's.
put fun. You may
So
as well not
he
even
gonna
put
agree
funnel in
to it.
your J's.
He gonna agree to it. But it depends on how much tree you is putting in that
nah,
sheet of.
nah.
Yes. If you put
It
a good
don't
amount of tree
matter
in there, you
it don't matter how much weed you smoking. You have to put funnel
You
in
don't
a.
have to. Where is that? It ain't in the Bible. It
you
ain't in
can
no
still get
history
the
book.
same
It
hit.
ain't in nothing.
That's a
Hold
smoker's
on.
code.
Who
The
made that
only
up? DT
the
Tarian?
So
only time
what you need from that J that you ain't getting from a butt naked.
It got strike. If it ain't
that's
striking,
all.
But
Oh, it.
if you put enough tree in it, it will strike.
hey,
Well,
everybody ain't got the za though. Sometimes you might have some good G, and that zone ain't. Yeah, like, come on now, you need a little
I,
spice on that motherfucker.
the only time you don't need to use funnel if you smoking weed like pure weed, hitting a bong or something, a bong or a bowl or something
Oh
like that.
hell nah, don't put no funnel in no bong. Your ass gonna go.
Time you supposed to smoke weed pure by itself.
who said that though, Corinne? No, like where's the book you reading this shit from?
In my brain, in my brain.
I'm sorry to laugh so hard. That was funny, but I think butt nakeds are perfectly fine. See, I know how to. I'm a roll master. Well, I think I am. I think I am. Let me say that first. I'm a roll master, and you putting your thumbs down because I'm not a
Your
roll master.
peoples can't even vouch for you.
I was putting my thumbs down to you
So what I
saying that a butt naked is okay.
I heard you, Rob. And first of all, you heard what she said. She wouldn't talk about that. And when you a roll master, your blunts is always gonna strike. If you know, that's why my man's D take 45 days. Because when you roll it right, it's gonna strike. Won't he do it? Didn't I just rhyme?
You might as well go to 45 years next. We went to 45 hours, 45 days. You might as well go to 45 years. God damn.
My goddamn.
I
But
need to
nah.
strike my chest. That's what I needed to do.
So you
You
spanking
trying to
J's
bark.
over there, huh? When you rolling up bamboos.
I don't even like
Hold
bamboo.
on. Yeah, I was about to ask you, what sheet you rolling up
Well,
in?
well, if
Classic
I had to
man.
choose between the classic and the bamboo, I am going to choose the bamboo because the bamboo burns slower.
No, it don't.
And
Look,
yes, it do, and it don't stink as much. And the classics ash, them ashes begin everywhere. I
you got
can't
it
do.
Yeah,
backwards.
nah, the classics be. Nah.
I'm a
It.
Because you
classic
ain't
gal.
rolling it right.
Because a classic lasts long for me.
Cause that shit be feeling like goddamn construction paper or something.
The way you hit your blunts, all your blunts is going to last for you.
Say it again.
I said the way you hit your blunts, all your blunts is going to last for you. You be like baby hitting.
You don't know these niggas. You know that?
I do.
Right.
That's a
Them
good time. That's a
classic
good
and
time.
butt naked is a no for me. Am I by myself?
Hell no.
Yep. Sure
You
is. D.
not
What you?
though.
How you
You
feel?
not. You not. You not.
Thank
I
you.
I ain't
Damn.
gonna hold you. I ain't gonna
Damn,
hold you,
Lace the
Lay.
only
I
one
ain't gonna
butt
hold
naked.
you. When
That's
I have
crazy.
to, when I don't got no funnel and I have to roll a butt naked, it don't hit the
You're gonna,
same.
yeah, like
It's
I'm not
still
gonna not smoke no weed because I don't got no funnel. Is you dumb?
no. I'm saying I
Now
still smoke
I
my
did waited
weed
all day for
when I
some
don't
funnel.
have
I ain't
no
gonna lie.
funnel. It just don't hit the same when I don't got that funnel.
Now, okay, I would say the only time I've ever been okay with smoking a butt naked is if it was a roach blunt.
That's not a butt naked. It's roaches in there.
But
Yeah, it still got funnel.
barely though.
I ain't got funnel if y'all saying the butt naked roaches got funnel?
She's saying that if you
So
make a
Oh
roach
no. She
blunt,
said butt naked. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah,
like
no.
so it don't have funnel.
it don't have fun. You're not adding funnel to the blunt, but the blunts that you get in the roaches from might have a little funnel in
So
it.
it's not naked.
But it
It's
basically
Old Spice.
not. Okay. Well then, yeah. Still, I tried to help
That
you
was a
out
bar.
with the situation, but I couldn't.
Yeah, I know.
This was a good first episode for all four of us, definitely. Was it the fourth jump we did for Am I By Myself? Just getting
Yes.
better. Hopefully see y'all soon. Love. Peace.
Peace.